Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. This is Miss Juris here, and we are going to continue with our Do the Math lesson. We are today going to be on lesson 19. Remember, tomorrow we do have a live chat for math at 10:30. I hope to see you all there because you never know, Miss Juris may be feeling very generous to go through the assessment with you. So, anyway. Today on lesson 19, we are focusing on comparing fractions and mixed numbers. So basically today we're going to solve more cookie problems, and instead of sharing cookies, we're going to decide who has more cookies, okay? So today's workspace pages or workbook pages is page 34 and 35 for lesson 19, page 34 and 35. So I'm going to flip on over to the next screen where we can do our fraction circles. So basically today we're going to be looking at who has more. So I'm just going to do two fraction boxes. Okay, I know in your workbook they're side by side, but on this lesson and with what I have, they're going up and down. Okay, so let's say I'm going to pull some cookies over here so we can work with. It says that Maria has half a cookie. All right, so I'm going to cut this first cookie in half. All right, so Maria has half a cookie. This is Maria. I'm going to write her name, Maria. And she has half. Well, next there's Jeremy. Okay, Jeremy has 3/4. So I cut these cookies in half, okay? I'm going to now cut them into fourths. You look at what the denominator says, which is fourths, and that's what I'm going to do. Oh my goodness. So what I'm going to do now is actually, that is actually eighths. I'm actually going to put another circle here, and I'm going to cut it into fourths. There we go. So sorry, I needed to do one circle at a time. Just ignore these up here. So Jeremy had 3/4 of a cookie. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. The top number in the fraction, which is the numerator, tells you how many pieces of the fraction there will be, and the bottom, which is the denominator, tells you how many halves are in, or how many pieces are in the whole cookie. So we cut a whole cookie into fourths, and we are putting 3/4 into Jeremy's box. So who has more? Would it be Maria or Jeremy? Okay, and so basically, that is number 1 on page 34. So what you can do is you can actually draw this fraction, these fraction pieces in your book for number 1 on page 34. Maria has half, Jeremy has 3/4. Who has more? Well, if you look at it and you put these pieces close together, you would notice that Jeremy has more. So what you would do is when the question who has more, you would put Jeremy's name. And then how do you know? Because Maria has half of a cookie and Jeremy has more than a half. He has a fourth more, okay? See this one piece? It would match if he only had, they would be equal, but he has 3/4. Okay? All right, so now we're going to go to the next one. I'm going to erase. And basically, friends, I'm helping you do the very first page of this workbook, which is page 34. You will only have to worry about page 35. Yay, class! Woohoo! All right, so now we're going to look at the next one. Josh has 1 1/4 cookie, and Shelly has 3/2 of a cookie. All right, well, I'm going to focus on building Josh's first, okay? So for him, I'm going to probably need, if it's 1 1/4, well, you know what Miss Juris forgot? I forgot my boxes. I only need 2, right? So the top box is going to be Jose. It's not even Josh, it's Jose. Sorry, Miss Juris cannot read. It's Jose. And the second person is Shelly. Okay? So Jose has 1 1/4. Shelly has 3 halves. Look, that's an improper fraction. Okay, so if I were to then go and pull these fraction pieces up, well, Jose and Shelly, all right. So Jose has 1 whole fraction and let me put this one back. Well, maybe I can't. And a 4th. So we're just going to take a 4th. So he has 1 1/4, okay? Now, Shelly has 3 halves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these out of the way. And I'm going to give you 3 halves. So I'm going to cut these in halves. Okay, so if she has 3 halves, how many of those do I have to pull over? 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Well, friends, who has more? Is it Jose or Shelly? All right, Shelly has more. How do you know? Because Jose shared is 1 1/4 and Shelly's is 3 3/2, which is the same as 1 1/2. Do you see that picture? It's the same. 3/2 equals 1 1/2. 1 whole and then a half of another. So that is more, 1 1/2 is more than 1/4. So Shelly has more. All right, friends, I hope that you kind of get the gist of what's going on here. If you need my help, I'm just an email or phone call away. I want you to all try and do page 35 on your own, and I will see you all tomorrow at our math chat. You better all be there. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.